Hi, I'm Mike from Michael's Motorcars, located in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and today I have another really fun car to show you. Come on over and take a look at it. This car is a replica Cobra. This one was built by the Unique Motorcar Company out of Alabama. Unique is known for building their Cobra kits, which they sell as either kits or complete cars. We do know that this car, we have the manufacturer's statement of origin from Unique Motorcars. It was shipped April 15th, 1994. Its ID number was 9215. 9215, which I'll show you, is stamped in the frame and is on the Unique plate, which is attached to the firewall. It's listed as being fiberglass body parts and steel frame, and they were sold to Barry Dutrow of Central Hall, Pennsylvania. Barry was a Unique dealer. The company name was Fantastic Cobras. We believe Barry is the one that assembled the car, that built it. It was a professional build done on this car, very well put together. Everything was done to a nice quality level, and I'll go into some of the features that are unique to this specific build. So that was, it was built by him. We do have, and we'll show pictures of all of this, a listing of a number of the parts that were involved in this car. This car is an automatic. It's a 351 Ford with a C4 automatic transmission. So it's a little unusual in that it's an automatic Cobra, which makes it a very drivable car. We purchased it from a fellow locally in Landisville, which is about 20 minutes away from Lancaster. He purchased the car December 19th in 2000. So we know the car was shipped as a kit in 94, and then our guy bought it in 2000. He had driven the car for a while, and then he had some health issues, and the car sat in his garage for the last 10 years. So we just purchased the car recently, and it had been sitting in his garage under the car cover, under a bunch of blankets, protected for the last 10 years. So we happily brought it back to life. So let's start with some of the goodies on all of the Cobras. Start with the motor. Please take the time and watch our driving video. The car runs great. I don't think there's anything as a slow Cobra. They're fast and faster Cobras. This one is nicely placed in that range. It's quick. The engine itself is the 351 GT40 SVO. It's 385 horsepower, bracket race motor, aluminum heads. It has a Holley double pumper on it. It is nicely done in the engine compartment. They have MSD ignition on this car, MSD booster, electronic ignition. It has a remote oil filter, of course. One of the things we did when we went over the car is the radiator was leaking a little bit, and we had it checked, and it wasn't as good as we liked, so we bought a brand new aluminum alloy radiator that has just been installed, and the electric cooling fan was just installed. It works beautifully. The car runs very cool. We find that we don't even need to employ the electric fan very often unless you're in heavy traffic. So the engine is straightforward, 351, strong, nice horsepower, good running motor, and it's hooked up to a C4 trans. I'll show you, we have on the firewall right here, and we took photos of this. This is the original Unique plate to the car with the build number, frame number, and it's hard to tell in the video, but we have photos on the left front frame rail is where the number is stamped. So the car and those numbers, of course, are the same. On the right side of the firewall, since this car has been in Pennsylvania its entire life, it received a Pennsylvania special inspection, and that's the number that is on the Pennsylvania plate, on the Pennsylvania registration and the title to the car. So the car is being sold as a 1967 special construction car with a clean Pennsylvania title from us. So we also have, the guy kept we have tons of paperwork on the car. We have the Unique Motorcars, all the instructions on building the cars, options and price lists. It came with the car. We have from Ford Racing the description of the motor that he bought for the car, the 351. And of course, as I mentioned, we have the certificate of origin. So the car itself is in Superb, excellent, original condition. This is the way the car was built. The paint has always been exactly like this. It's incredible condition overall. The color is a Chrysler color. It's metallic blue. And then the gold striping is a GM gold striping. And we have all the paint codes and all of that from when it was built originally. It has the tubular guards in the front, which are not marked at all. They're perfect condition. All of the chrome trim, all of the little lenses, everything is in excellent condition. There's no marks on anything. Even down low, all of this is very clean, not been scraped or bumped anywhere. Coming along the side of the car, one of the things we did when we recommissioned the car, we bought 4 brand new Cobra tires and mounted them, balanced them of course. We also installed a new battery, did the radiator, did a tune-up on the motor, put some plugs in it, and the car came alive very easily. Of course, it has a side pipe exhaust. The interior of the car is neat. He decided when it was built, they did a leather interior, so it's a beautiful caramel color leather. It has a full set of Simpson racing seat belts, 4-point seat belts, and they're the cool older style that I think are neat, very vintage looking. Has a wood rim steering wheel. The instrumentation, everything is working on the car. You'll see in our driving video, all the gauges are working correctly. It has a switch for the electric fuel pump and the auxiliary cooling fan that you can turn off and on from the cockpit. Fully carpeted and just nicely finished, nicely trimmed. Everything on this car was nicely done. The chrome single hoop roll bar, which I think looks neat on these cars. Coming to the rear of the car, again, we have the bumperettes with the tubular bumpers. The boot or trunk is finished nicely in carpeting. The new battery is over here on this side, behind the carpeting, but just nice and neatly done. Nice and clean. This clearly, the guy I bought it from, this clearly was his baby. He had this, and he had a very nice, clean, original low-mileage Corvette. The actual mileage on this car is original, and it only has 8,398 miles. So 8,000 miles on this car from new. We also have the Le Mans style gas filler. They also purchased, we have a car cover, which we'll take a photograph of the cover on the car, and he has the top. It's probably like a bikini top, but it is just the fabric top. It's in excellent condition. It's never been used. And we have the side curtains. They can go on when the top is up. So it does come with all of that. And it is interesting. I mean, to drive this car, it's still, as I mentioned earlier, it's very quick. It's very quick off the line. The torque converter hooks up immediately. Transmission shifts very, very smooth, very fast. You can shift it manually, and then it really goes into gear really quickly. But it's a fun car to drive. Let's see, what else do we have? All the wheels are excellent. There are no marks, no curb rash on any of the wheels. They are bolt-on wheels, so the spinners are just for decoration. They are bolted on, but excellent condition, all 4 wheels. Of course, we have the hood scoop. So if you've been thinking about a Cobra, please consider this car, particularly if you'd like to have an automatic. It's easy to drive. It's very powerful, like they all are. Makes all those good Cobra noises. You'll see in the test drive, it does have a fairly lopey idle, so it's a powerful motor. And that combined with this transmission, it's the Jaguar independent rear with the inboard rear discs. We did also, in our servicing, 2 of the rear shocks were leaking slightly, so we replaced all 4 shocks in the rear end of the car with coilover, correct coilovers. So they're all brand new. So you have the new shocks in the back, the new tires, the new radiator with the cooling fan. We did the fuel filter on the car and a tune-up. It's ready to go. And ready to go have some fun and be used again and driven. So please ask us any questions. We'll take a lot of pictures of the car, the underneath, which is exceptionally clean, all of the documentation we have with the car, and hopefully we'll find a great new home for this wonderful little Cobra. Thanks a lot for watching the video.